There are many groups to follow if you're looking at who's creating this new regional governance system. And one of them that's I consider to be very important is uclg.org. uclg.org. Right now, if you go to their website, uclg.org, which is United Cities and Local Governments, you're going to find this little pamphlet here called Who Are We? So let's take a look at who they are. UCLG, that's United Cities and Local Governments, represent and defend the interests of local and regional governments on the world stage. So it's an international group that represents local and regional governments. Now, there is no such thing really as region except for the EU. So what they're doing, they're saying that they actually represent, they give international representation to local municipalities that actually are not supposed to have any international representation, at least in the United States. They're forbidden from making international treaties and agreements. That's the work of the federal government. So what they're saying is that they facilitate the work of the Global Task Force of Local and Regional Governments, gathers over 30 networks active at international level, and that's gtf2016.org. So let's just take a look at what they show us here. Strong and united force before the international community. There are 240,000 towns, cities, regions, and metropolises in 175 local and regional government associations. So they're not just the governments themselves, they're also the government associations. Those are those groups that your city planners, your managers, your local people who actually make the rules and laws in your town, those are the groups that they belong to. So those are members of this. They say their mission is to be the united voice and world advocate of local and regional governments. We promote the values, goals, and interests of democratic local self-government, blah, blah, blah. But really what they do is they make it possible to implement the Sustainable Development Goals worldwide. This is a sort of a collector and enforcement group. It's international. They reinforce the role of local and regional authorities in the international decision-making process, but really that entire thing is about making sustainable development goals happen. So they say they represent 70% of the world's population. Probably most of us have never heard of this group. And they're in 140 countries of the 193 United Nations countries. So they're going to show you here a little bit more about what they are, what they do. They say they're to shape a better future, in their opinion, to share the innovative initiatives of local and regional governments at an international level. That means that what they do is they're sort of a clearinghouse for new laws and rules, and this is a way to distribute that information to agencies around the world. Influence the global development agenda, that's Agenda 21. Promoting fair and sustainable societies, self-government, decentralization, that's a lie. This is a centralizing group. Committees, working groups, this is what they all get together and they meet about. So the members share knowledge on a wide range of themes, and you'll see right here the whole Agenda 21 ideology, just in a sort of a cluster map here. Gender equality, social inclusion, human rights, decentralization, local self-government. That's the misrepresentation of Agenda 21, that it gives the local governments some representation. It does not. You can be a local government, you can be a local city, but your entire goal needs to be about making sustainable development happen. That's the goal. So there are 7 regions, and they're all, this is an international, or not international, it's a global group. International means between nations. And here's their local, here's where their global office is in Barcelona, Spain. These are their websites. And here are our partners. So UCLG in Africa, Asia, Eurasia, Europe, Latin America, the Middle East, and North America. And the metropolitan section, this is for the megacities, Forum of Regions. This is to recreate and actually make the new world. This is what their goal is, and it's very likened to the European Union. European Commission, of course, does not really represent European people. So that's it. That's uclg.org. Take a look. Understand these are part of the agencies, the groups that are making United Nations Agenda 21 a reality right there in your local town.